Hey folks, it's Lindsay Huddleston with SPS back in the building over at the wonderful MGM Grand Detroit. That's right, downtown Detroit on a beautiful day, 70 plus degrees for the Horatio Foundation Annual Coaches Forum. And it's a great way to kick this off. I have Coach Darryl Jacobs, ESPN, NBC. We could go on and on. We'll talk about a whole lot, but it's been an outstanding coach for some 20 years plus, and also a great leader in the civic community as well. We got a chance to meet, say, almost a year ago. You came in to work with us with the HBCU hoops and culture.
Yep,
you've been great, and then to have you a part of today is great. But first question is how you feel, and second question is how you feel about being out here tonight.
I feel great. This is a great thing. I'm used to these things. I'm not in the coaching aspect anymore per se in that realm, but also I'm used to these, being a part of it, being a guest speaker, interviewer, and all that kind of stuff. This is a great thing. I really appreciate it.
You do a great job. Hailing from Paterson, New Jersey, you've had some time to experience Detroit and its culture. I'm sure you heard about it, but to be boots on the ground for some time now, how's that been for you?
Been good. I compared to the last Final Four that was here in Detroit a while ago.
Which was 2009.
One of the worst Final Fours ever been. We said we hope it never comes back, but the city has grown so much. They've really rebuilt, and I'm looking forward to 2027 as being here.
Yeah. What were some of the challenges you found when you were here before?
Lodging. We had to stay up in Windsor, Canada. We had to get a car to go back and forth. It was cold, it was raining, and all that stuff. With the Final Four coming here next year, people say, how's the weather there? I say, well, it's probably not going to be warm. It's probably going to be cool, but also it's going to be a lot better in terms of accommodation, and tourism, and
have some time
all that
to
stuff.
grow.
Yeah, absolutely.
And then meeting those numbers as it relates to all those hotel rooms. Well, talk about what it's been like being in the state of Michigan. We're going to have the new coaches from Western Michigan, Eastern Michigan. We got Wayne State here as well, Nolan Smith from Tennessee State, and of course recognizing Mark Montgomery and all these down in Detroit. Mercy, what has it been like seeing like this Michigan culture of collegiate basketball?
Well, it's, what they do in the Detroit area. Detroit has a rich history of basketball. People don't realize how many great players came out of Michigan, especially the Detroit area in the 60s, 70s, and 80s, even the 90s and 2000s as well. It's no different. I'm from the New Jersey area. I grew up in Rucker Park and all those different type of places as well. But the quality of basketball here is fantastic. I see it. And I did a lot of the Horizon League games with Oakland University, Detroit Mercy, and all those guys. Really got a chance to see a lot of the talent from the Detroit area, the Michigan area, playing the different teams with the different conference, whether it was the Horizon League, whether it was the MAC conference. Really got a chance to really see some of the different talent that they have here in the high school level.
We're fortunate to have you, man. World travel, but coming back here. What has it been like getting to know Horatio and working with the foundation?
Well, the foundation has been great. As you know, I'm part of a nonprofit foundation as well. But Horatio, the foundation, has done a lot of great things in the community as well. But also expanding out, not just serving the youth, but expanding out in the community, doing things such as like this as well, which is very impactful. Bringing the hoops and culture thing that we really talked about at the beginning when I first got here. I really encourage him to do that and bring that here to expose the youth to the HBCU culture, as well as get some of the PWIs involved. And I'm looking forward to the one next year up and coming season.
Absolutely. I remember having those early conversations with you down at the DAC, and just as stylish and fresh then as you are now. What advice would you have to some of these coaches coming to hear this panel?
Well, you know what? The thing is, the culture has changed. I spent over 20 years as a college head coach and, won a couple of championship coach of the year award, been a couple of NCAA tournaments as well. But, the culture has changed in regards to how you're going to recruit, how you're dealing with different administration as well. As you know, with the revenue sharing, the NIL piece coming into play, you really have to get to understand exactly what you got to do. Then you got to understand the mentality of these kids today that you're dealing with as well. As you look currently, the portal, it's got over 3,000 or 4,000 kids in the portal as well, which only probably 35% of them land somewhere, actuality. So the low-level schools like Division II, the junior colleges and all that stuff, I speak to a lot of these coaches and say, listen, be patient, because a lot of these young men and the young women as well is not going to find homes. It's going to be an opportunity for you to get that as well. So I think, but I think understanding the business side of it, more so when I was coaching, is more the business side of it as well. And they really have to understand that, sometimes at the lower levels, you only recruit these kids for 1 year, and you got to recruit differently. You got to say, listen, you got to come play for me. I can help your brand, help your profile, and help you move on as well. As you see, a lot of roster changes, a lot of turnover as well. So it's quite different today as well. When I was coaching, you get attached to a player. You got to have them 2 or 3 or 4 years. Now it's more transactional, more than transformative.
It is, and I think the more people embrace that, the better. Could you see yourself, Black, back in the first seat again, calling the timeouts and everything?
Well, I've been offered quite a few opportunities over the last 3 or 4 years to go back and to the college aspect of it. And it's funny you say that because the culture has totally changed. Now, lately, the NCAA had a proposal presented to them. Well, now they're only going to probably try to propose having a 5-year period after graduation or when you turn 18, whichever comes first as well. So if they bring that back, one-time transfer rule, there's a possibility I may come back. But today, dealing with this culture, you see a lot of administrators also retiring because of doing that. Well, you watch Coach Bennett retire, you watch Coach Larinaga retire, because they're dealing with all these different things as well. So the culture has changed, but I never thought about being back in that first seat, but you never know.
Yeah, you never know. Well, you always seem to keep a pulse on what's going on. Well, I won't keep you. I just want to make sure that you've been supporting us, working with, and I'll make sure that we had our time on this side of the camera for people to hear a little bit more about you and do a little bit more. With the time that we have, what are some things that you just want to share to the community and just keep us up with what you got going on?
Well, what I got going on, I'll be out in my hometown of Pasadena, New Jersey. We're doing a game-changing conference. I'm gonna be there with J.R. Smith. Be working with, absolutely, working with him as well. Got a couple of things coming out. Got a book coming out as well.
Oh, great!
Absolutely, looking to do some things with ESPN Sirius Radio as a guest coach, host. Got me coming and doing a couple of things like that, and being a part of the community this summer. Really getting engaged with some of the summer leagues out there with Darryl Coleman. Doing some things with him as well. So I'm looking forward to continue.
You landed, man.
Absolutely, man. You know how we are. We New Yorkers, man. We get it when we fit in.
Hey, it's like the same thing. Detroit, New York.
Absolutely.
Well, we're here, man. I want you to say publicly, I appreciate you. It's been great working with you professionally. Always a good vibe, and you bring so much, man. So with that being said, I want to say thank you so much.
Thank you so much
for the support and everything.
Thank you so much, and keep doing what you're doing.
I will.
Great job.
I will.
Great
I
job.
appreciate it, brother.
Yeah.
With that being said, folks, it's Lindsey Huddleston with SPS at the Horatio Williams Foundation Annual Coaches Forum. We'll see you next time. Peace. Killed it, coach. Just like that. Just like that.